this is Eva here in your channel, Frugal Gardener, and tonight I'll show you on how I will transplant or change the pot of this money tree. So money tree has a scientific name, Pachira aquatica. It is actually a native tree that belongs to a mallow family, and its native habitat is actually in the swamp and wetland of South and Central America. So guys, this is Pachira aquatica or money tree, and this is actually, I got this from my husband's uncle, who is a retired doctor, and they've been living for more than 50 years in Michigan, and they decided to retire and move in a hot, more warmer state. So he has a lot of indoor plant and he has to give it away, and I inherited some of his plant, and one of those is this the Pachira aquatica or the money tree. So I decided to transplant it because it looked like it needed a new pot, and it looked like it was neglected for several months because some of the leaves is drying, and there is a lot of falling leaves because it becoming yellow. So that's the sign really of overwatering, or it can be dryness. But in this case, it looked like they overwatered it, because when I received this, the soil is just really wet. So now I decided to transplant it. So I removed this from this old pot, and it's actually bounded with too many roots. So I cut some of the roots, and then it's now ready to transplant. So what I'm gonna do is to just loosen up a little bit the soil around this tree. Just loosen it a little bit, not too much, and then transplant it there like that. Okay, and now I will add, let me just go let me adjust the camera so that you can see. All right, so I transplant or transfer this money tree to the different pot. Okay, so I'm just put it in there, and then I will put a new soil. I will add some new soil in the pot. Okay, so yeah, it looked like really they overwater it, so it needed really to change the pot. Okay, all right guys, so I'll just put more soil in it. Okay, a little bit more. So I just uses just the regular potting mix. It has really a good drainage characters in it, so need to have really a good drainage system. So make sure that the soil is a little bit loose on top, and we can probably water it a little bit, but not too much though, because look like they already overwater it. That's why the leaves is getting yellow. Okay, all right guys, I think this is done. And then I have a pot in here to catch the water. So this is the existing pot, so we will just put it in here. All right guys, I think this will be a happy place for this money tree. And Guys, I think this is really good pot for this money tree, and I'm hoping that it will cure, the sickness of this plant. And really, I wanted to propagate it, but it's looked like it needed more to grow more stem, and look like they cut it. They already pruned it on top. So as you can see, let me just go show you that there is some growing stem on top from the pruning. So there is some baby stem in there that is growing. See if you can see that one, and if you can see this, yeah, this is it. This is the one that is growing from the previous pruning, and look like they did a good job on pruning because it is growing healthily. There is some baby stem down here that is growing beautifully, and I'm hoping that we change the pot now, that it will have a better place to grow. All right, guys, so this is it. This is the Pachira aquatica, or the money tree or money plant. It is a native tree from a mallow family, and it's mostly grown in its native habitat in Central and South America wetland or swamp. So if you will ask me why they call it money tree, well, I heard that, or I read that there is a man, like this is a myth story, right? That there is a man that is very, very poor, and he is praying for to have a job or something, and praying for money, like to have a good amount of money. And then it happened to South or Central America. It's probably in Asia, I'm not sure. But it is a myth that there is a man that is praying to have a job or to have some sort of income. And he pray, and all of a sudden when he opened his eyes, he saw this money tree with little nuts. It's kind of like a chestnut fruits, because it can also bear fruits and flower. Then next thing you know, he cultivate the money tree, and it grows a lot of baby plants, and he sell it eventually and make a business out of it. So now he makes money of this Pachira aquatica. Then that's why they probably call it. It begins from that, and he made a lot of money. That's why he called it money tree. All right, guys, this is a money tree, a Pachira aquatica, and why they call it aquatica. This is not really, you're thinking about, oh, aquatica, this is a water plant. No, it's not. It was called aquatica or Pachira aquatica because it grows in a swampland area, which is there's a lot of body of water. So this is it, guys. I am not a professional or guru of this thing, but I just do my research on this very famous plant. And I believe when I was growing in the Philippines, there is a similar plant, and they call it like 5 fingers, and it's also a plant for prosperity. So a lot of Asian or Chinese, they are very superstitious when it comes on having plants. So they actually have to locate it into a very strategic place, feng shui. So yeah, in the Philippines, I have a similar plant, and they call it 5 fingers. And this is also a little tree, and it's actually they use most of this kind of plant and that 5 fingers to to grow a bonsai, like a small tree, because really you can actually manipulate the trunk and eventually will harden like this one. And as you can see it, it hardens and it, you know, became a little tree. So this is really a good choice of a small tree to propagate or to grow a bonsai tree. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching and listening to me about this money tree. I know this channel is about frugal gardening, and yes, it is kind of like a frugal gardening because I got it for free, guys. And all of these materials that I got, that this plant is actually recycled from my blackberry, when I grow a blackberry. Everything is recycled. Of course, I have to buy the potting mix, but I never use a lot of potting mix because there is already an existing existing soil in it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please click and subscribe below. My name is Eva again, here in Frugal Gardener, and I will see you in the next vlog. And if you have any questions related to these videos, please comment below and I will try to answer all your questions. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. This is Eva again, and this channel, Frugal Gardener. Bye for now.